Let's break this down with a couple of examples. Remember when he'd be asked a question by a reporter he didn't like? A lot of politicians get flustered. They get defensive. They try to give a perfectly polished, non-controversial answer. Not him. He'd look them dead in the eye, call them out by name, and say something like, "You're a disgrace," or "Your network is fake news." He was literally demonstrating a form of emotional detachment from the criticism. He wasn't letting the judgment of the reporter or their network affect his inner state. He was simply stating his own judgment and moving on. It's like a verbal shield. This isn't about whether his actions were right or wrong politically. It's about the method. It's a powerful psychological technique. It's the ultimate reframing. The media was trying to control the narrative by calling him out. He was controlling his own perception and the perception of his followers by calling the media out. 2, he took their power away. He didn't care about their opinion. He cared about the perception he was creating. And that, my friends, is a very, very Stoic move. It's like a modern-day philosopher saying, "Your insults are just words. They have no power over me." It gets even more interesting when you look at the whole Trump derangement syndrome idea. The term itself, which was popularized by his supporters, is a psychological reframe. It suggests that his opponent's intense hatred of him is a form of irrational mental illness, not a valid political critique. It's a clever, albeit provocative, way of dismissing the source of the criticism entirely. It's saying, "The problem isn't me. The problem is your irrational hatred of me." It's an act of profound indifference, or at least a masterful performance of it. This is a key part of the Stoic mindset. They would argue that you can't be disturbed by things you don't assign value to. If you see an insult as a sign of the other person's poor judgment, rather than a reflection of your own worth, it loses its power. Trump, whether he knows it or not, has a black belt in this. He has a unique ability to shrug off attacks that would be career enders for anyone else. He doesn't internalize the criticism. He externalizes it, gives it a funny name, and moves on. So, when we see him on the stump, or at a press conference, or even in the middle of a major legal case, seemingly unfazed by the storm around him, a Stoic would say, "Ah, there's a person who has mastered the discipline of perception." They are not allowing external events to disturb their inner tranquility. It's a fortress of the mind, and whether you like him or not, you have to admit, it's a pretty strong fortress.